What's up, fellas? It's your boy Allan Wade. Thank you for tuning in right now. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe at this moment. I'm going to show you guys how to prepare a quick meal for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys are single out there and some guys can't cook. So I'm going to show you a quick go-to meal that's easy to prepare that anybody can do. Let's get into it. Alright, so today we're going to be preparing salmon with some rice and vegetables. The first step, you went to the grocery store and you're gonna get yourself some salmon, guys. Get yourself some salmon because it's really easy to make, and they come in these like frozen bags right here. You don't have to get the frozen kind. You could go to the deli and tell them to slice you up some single serving portions of salmon. And if you're nice enough, ask the butcher to slice off the skin at the back of the salmon, and they'll do that for you. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get yourself some rice. Any type of rice you want, doesn't matter. I keep my rice in a container because I don't like to keep it in the plastic after I open it up. And just go ahead, we're gonna start you off real simple. Go ahead to the frozen section and get yourself some frozen vegetables. You can't go wrong with these. You pop these joints in a microwave and you are good to go. Microwave for 5 minutes and you're good to go. So the first step, thaw out our salmon. I'm going to show you how I thaw out my salmon. Alright guys, I got my salmon thawed out already. I'm going to show you how you thaw out yours. My salmon is thawed out already. As you can see, it's already soft. I like to put it in a container, and it sounds weird, but you want to put cold water to thaw it out. Put cold water on your salmon. Get a couple pieces. I got 4 pieces that I'm going to make, and I'm going to show you how to. This is how you can meal prep, or you can prepare for yourself, or if you want to impress a lady or something like that. You want to, this is what you're going to do. You're going to make her some salmon with some veggies and some rice, and she's going to love you, and you can probably cook better than her. But anyway, you leave that salmon sitting until it thaws out and it becomes a little bit soft, like mine is right here. You can tell when it's soft. Alright? You're going to need some aluminum foil, and you're going to need some seasoning. Let's get our aluminum foil out, and I'm going to show you how to prepare it. Alright, now you got your aluminum foil, right? You're going to take the aluminum foil, you're going to take out about this much. Measure it out. But it's basically enough so you can put a piece of salmon in there and you can wrap it up. You don't even need any like real dishes to make this, to put this in the oven, because you're going to wrap it up and you're going to put it in the oven just like this. I'm going to get 4 pieces because I got 4 pieces of salmon. Alright? Real easy, not rocket science. Anybody can do it, nothing fancy, right? Alright, next step. Cut open our salmon. Boom. I got a little cutting board right here. You can use your countertop if you want to. It's granite. It's a stone, guys. Women, because I'm sure there's probably some women watching this too. It's a stone. Granite is a stone. You can cut on it. I know people are like, I don't want to mess up my granite. I don't care. It's a freaking rock. Treat it like what it is. You can use it for cutting if you want to. So I got my, spilled a little bit of water on the ground. Wipe that up later. Got my pieces of salmon right here. Boom, 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 and boom, right? You can rinse that off if you want to. Me personally, I'm going to rinse mine off. It doesn't really matter, but just makes me feel better. I'm going to rinse it off. Just run it under water just for a little while, just to rinse it off. Some people soak it in vinegar. I don't ever do that. I just rinse it off. I mean, real quick. Boom, boom, boom. And now, before you season it, because you can make different flavors like this. It's like you make different flavors. I like to put each piece of salmon, go ahead and place it in its container, in this thing where you're going to cook it at, right? Alright, so now, the thing about seasoning, guys, let me put this away. Give me a second. Now, the thing about seasoning that you got to know is you can pretty much get stuff to taste however you want it to taste, but all seasonings don't go together. You know what I mean? But you season it however you want to. Like, I got some Old Bay right here. I got some onion powder right here. You can use your adobo. And your go-tos, if you don't have any of this, you could always just use good old-fashioned salt and pepper. Got my crushed salt right here. Got my pepper right here. Got my Old Bay, onion powder, adobo. Not that much left in that. You can get fancy with the parsley if you want to and do all that stuff. And I got a bunch of other what's the names in here? Seasonings up in here. Got some steak stuff for some steak. Got a bunch of different seasons, okay? So make sure you get the seasons that you want, that you like, and Then after you do that, you can go ahead and get fancy with it and use different stuff like, you know, the Mrs. Dash and all that other stuff. But alright, so the reason why we got these separated is because we don't want our food to taste the same all the time. So we're gonna season a few of them one way and season a few of them another way, right? So boom, I'm gonna take my Old Bay, boom, right on there. Don't gotta be fancy, don't gotta be neat. Old Bay is go-to, it's clutch. Can't go wrong with the Old Bay. Alright, you understand what I'm saying? Can't go wrong with the Old Bay, right? Old Bay, black pepper, seasoning it all up. A little black pepper. I'm gonna put black pepper on all of them, guys, because I like black pepper. And I'm a double pepper. I'm gonna show you. Got my black pepper right here. Got my red pepper. Put my red pepper on here. Alright, red pepper on here. Pepper is good for you, so I put pepper on everything. And my food isn't hot, it just gives it a little kick. You understand? A little kick. Right? Boom. Now, these two that I didn't put the Old Bay on, I'm going to put the adobo on. You know what I mean? Put the adobo on there. Boom. You got Old Bay, now you got adobo. Different taste, different taste. So your taste buds is excited with every bite. You understand? Boom. This is done. Gotta get some more adobo. Now I got some onion powder. These two get onion powder. Matter of fact, all of them get onion powder, because that's just how I feel like making it today. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna put some parsley on one of them. Just one. Matter of fact, I don't even know if this is going fish, but I'm gonna try it. Something different. You know what I mean? And this is what it's all about. It's all about experimenting. So whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with experimenting. If it don't taste right, it don't taste right. Just don't do it again. And with one of them, I'm going to put my secret ingredient. I'm going to show you my secret ingredient. Honey. Honey glazed salmon. Wait, I'm going to wait for last to put that on. But right now, I want to season the top and the bottom. So what I do is I grab one. Grab it like that. I grab this one. Like that. So now I got seasoning on the bottom and on the top. Same thing over here. Grab that. Rub it on that. Grab this. Rub it on that. Rub it all around so you got the leftover seasons that's on the thing. And now I can do my special ingredient right here. Just one of them is going to be honey glaze. A little bit of honey glaze. Right? Boom. Now you got a little bit of honey salmon right there. Try it, guys. It's beautiful. Delicious. I wouldn't be telling you to try something if I haven't done it already. Now you're going to take this. Take that. Like so. Boom. No special technique to wrapping this up. You can wrap it up any way you want to. I just wrap it up like this. And like that. Curve up the edges so the juices don't run out. That's two. Look at that. This is mad easy. Now we pretty much all prepped up. Pretty much all prepped up with the salmon. Now, next thing is for the rice, right? Bear with me, guys. Alright, now we prepared with our salmon. We're going to put our oven and we're going to preheat our oven. You got to know how to operate an oven. Just press bake on mine. Mine is set for 350. I'm going to lower it down a little bit to 320. Wait a minute. Bake. I'm going to put mine on 320. Actually, no, you know what? 350 is good. Leave it on 350 and press start. Let it heat up while we get our other stuff ready. Alright, so the next step is we're gonna make some rice, because that's intricate to make, but it's very, very easy to make. A lot of people don't know how to make rice. If you want to learn how to make rice, then you can watch my how to make rice tutorial, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do it again right now. The first step is I know everybody doesn't have a rice cooker, and I've been using my rice cooker lately, but I'm going to show you all how to make rice in a pot on a stove, because I know everybody doesn't have rice cooker. So here we go. Rice in a pot on a stove. Get the pot. First step. Get your pot. Now, this is real easy, guys. It's real easy. Alright? Get yourself a cup. If you don't have a measuring cup, you're going to start cooking now. So get yourself a measuring cup. Only thing you have to remember, guys, is 2 for 1. 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. 2 for 1. 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. You got that? 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. Alright? So, I'm gonna make 1 cup of rice. Got your measuring cup, and don't worry about this is a liquid measuring cup. It don't matter, because a cup is a cup is a cup is a cup, and we not chefs here. I'm not a chef, so I got about a cup of rice right here. Cup of rice, boom. Put that in there. 2 cups of water, right? 1 cup. Don't gotta be perfect. Don't worry about it being perfect. And the next cup. 2 cups of water, right out of the faucet. Nothing fancy. Rinse that out, because we're gonna be cleaning as we going. We're gonna be cleaning as we going. So I just put rice in there. It's not dirty anymore. I rinsed it out, right? And I got my fish containers in here. I'm going to take that and I'm going to throw it away. Make sure you throw that outside, because you don't want your place smelling like fish after you tell Shorty to come over and you're cooking for her. Alright? So boom. That's how you do that. Boom. Okay, so now I got some butter out the fridge. Well, country crock spread. I'm going to grab some Old Bay and some onion powder. And I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do with this in 1 second. Matter of fact, I'm going to put some crushed pepper in here, some crushed red pepper in here too. Alright, so this is where we at with it, guys. We got our rice with our water on the stove. I'm going to go ahead and put my rice on between 4 and 5. And then I'm going to grab some of this salt right here. I got the sea salt right here, and I'm going to put some in there. The reason why I put some salt in my rice is I think it keeps the kernels from sticking together. And for taste, I put some butter in here. Don't put too much butter. This right here is perfectly enough. Might be a little too much for some. Just put a little bit more for taste. But don't worry about that, because that's going to evaporate in there. A little bit of taste. It's good. Slight bit of Old Bay seasoning. Let's go ahead and put that up in there. Yes, I season my rice. And guys, this is an electric stove, in case you're wondering. Electric stove, so if you're using a gas stove, it's going to be different. Just bring your flame to like a medium flame. A little bit of onion powder on there, and a little bit of crushed black pepper, just to give it another little kick. And stir that together like so, to get all the seasonings together. And that's good. I got it on a medium temperature on my electric stove. Like I said, I got it between 4 and 5, closer to 5. And the last step is you gotta get your top. Gotta get your top to your pot. Alright, you got your pot, you gotta have a top to your pot. And don't just put the top on like this. Put your top on sideways, so that, because if you don't, what's gonna happen, the tops have these little holes in it, but they're not big enough. I put mine on sideways, because if you don't, it's gonna start bubbling and it's gonna bubble over. So I put my top on sideways like this, so we can get some air and prevent those bubbles from bubbling all the way up. And now you just walk away and let it do its thing, and check on it occasionally. No stirring anymore, no stirring at all. And the way you can tell that it's done is there's going to be holes in the top of the rice, and you're not going to hear that water that's in there bubbling anymore. So we're just going to let it do its thing for right now. Checking up on our rice. This is what it's looking like so far. You see the color of water, that means it's getting seasoned real good. So that's what our rice is looking like so far. Now we're going to throw our salmon inside the oven. It's not going to take that long for our salmon to get heated. To get finished. Salmon only takes like 20 something minutes. So boom, got my oven on, right? So now we're gonna load up the oven with the salmon. So now we're gonna load up our salmon in the oven. I like to turn on my light. And get yourself a mittens, guys. Don't play yourself. Get yourself a mitten, you'll burn yourself. Put my salmon right here on the bottom shelf or on the top shelf, it don't matter. And you can just lay them right on there. Boom, 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 and boom. It's not rocket science. Salmon's gonna take a long time. Close it up. Set the timer on there, guys. So now what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna set the timer on here so that when we're watching football or whatever we're doing, we don't burn the salmon. I'm gonna put it on 26, just 28, just to give us some more time. Actually 26 should work, but timer is set, so after that is done, the timer will go off and the oven will start beeping. So that way we know our salmon is done. And then we can turn the oven off. You can leave it in there and turn the oven off, or you can take it out, you know what I mean? So let's let that do what it's doing. Checking our rice still. Rice is looking good. You see the water starting to evaporate, starting to be less and less water. You know we're doing a good job. I didn't even have to, I just showed y'all this once and I left it on its own, so it's doing what it's doing. And we halfway got dinner cooked halfway. Now you want to start getting your plates ready. Now guys, depending on what type of night you want to have, determines what plates you want to use, alright? So if you want to have an average night, then you're going to use an average plate. This is an average plate. If you want to have an average night, once again you're going to use an average plate. If you want to have a type of night, then you use a fancy plate. Not expensive. Now if you want to go in for the kill, if you want to have a great night, then you use a fancy a plate that she don't have at home, you know what I mean? Go all in. So these plates are not expensive, guys. They're very cheap, but they make the presentation look that much better. It gives you the feel like you're in a restaurant. So go ahead and spend some money. Buy like a $4, $6 plate. Go to, you know, Walmart or something like that, and save the regular plate for the second date or the third date or the fourth date or something like that. All right. Even the square plate, the regular plate, is better than the circular plate, because the circular plate is what we used to as average, alright? So you want to be a little bit above average when you're cooking for somebody, especially for the first time, no matter who it is. Alright, now let's check on our rice and see what our rice is doing. See them holes at the top right there? That's what I'm talking about. But you still hear the water at the bottom fizzling up, so you're just going to leave it there for a little bit longer and let the water evaporate a little bit more, alright? See? Now we're making... Now you can't say you cooked rice unless you cooked rice. Rice cooker, people say, yeah, I cooked the rice. No, the rice cooker cooked the rice. You just put the rice in the rice cooker. You can cook like this, rice on a stove. It's like, who does that anymore? People just use a rice cooker. But if you don't have a rice cooker, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make rice perfect every single time. And to be honest with you, my rice comes out better on the stove than it does in the rice cooker. Just as being 100% honest with you guys. And for real, at this venture, see where the rice is at now. You don't hear as much fizz. At this point in time, we can turn off our stove and we can just put the pot all the way on, and we can just let the heat that's already in there finish the rice cooking. Alright, finish it cooking. So now what we're gonna do is we're still waiting for our salmon to be done. This is gonna be nice and warm because the stove is still hot. Rice is cooking. Now we get our vegetables and we wait a little while until maybe 3 minutes is left, then we pop in our vegetables. Alright, so let's just wait till the timer do what it's supposed to do. Let's wait till the salmon do what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna show you a piece of it when it's out. Alright, as you guys can see, we done here and the stove is beeping. Just to show you guys the rice, like I said, still hot. You can see the smoke coming off of that. No more water in there. Perfectly cooked kernels. Let's take the salmon out. It smells delicious. I'm positive all of them is done. So I'm gonna take the salmon out, just throw them out like that. Make sure you get your glove. Don't play yourself, like I said. Turn off your oven. Off. And let's get our vegetable. Bag of veggies. Boom. Bag of veggies. What we gonna do with this? On the back, should say cook for 5 minutes. Put in the microwave for 5 minutes. Easy. Boom. Minutes 5. Yep. In the microwave. Sit in there. 5. Easy. In the meantime, in between time, let's take this big piece of salmon right here and check it out. Check out the flow of things. Boom, I want you guys to see this. That salmon right there. Grab a fork. Perfect. Perfectly cooked piece of salmon right there. Remove all this excess crap right there. Take that salmon, transfer it to a plate. See, I don't like that hangy stuff right there. I don't like that. Take that off. Transfer it to the plate. Right there. Nice piece of salmon right there. Boom, right? That is plated. You can put it in the middle. You can put it over here. Doesn't matter. I'll put it on that side for right now, right? Boom. Now we get some rice. Alright. We got our nice rice right here. No water in there. No water at all. See that? Boom. Take our rice. Get a spoon. And we're going to plate that. We're going to put our rice right next to our salmon. Alright? Nice and neat. You know? Or you can make a bed of rice and sit the salmon on top of it. That's an option. Right? Nice meal right here. Want it to look like somebody is going to want to eat it. And our vegetables should be done in a second. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to take the rest of these and I'm going to put them in Tupperwares. You got to make sure you got Tupperware all the time on deck. Now what you can do is you can take your plate and you can sit that plate in the oven. Which is what I'm going to do. So that the food stays warm. Only got 2 minutes left on the thing. Only got 2 minutes left on the vegetables. Alright? Now I want you guys to see something real fast. This is how you know you cook your rice good, because there's nothing stuck to the bottom of the pot, right? And it's coming out nice and easy. Nothing stuck to the bottom of the pot. And check the consistency of that rice. Check the consistency of it. Got my Tupperware ready for another day. Look at that. Look how easy that comes out. Check the consistency of that rice. Grab a kernel with my fingers. Let me taste it. Tasty. You can eat this by itself. I can taste the pepper. The pepper just gave me a kick in my mouth. Sounds weird. Pause, pause, pause. However you would want to pause that. But let me get this ready, the rest of this together, guys. Alright, now when you take your bag of veggies out the microwave, you want to be very careful. Whew! Almost burnt myself because I took that plate out the oven. Just like the restaurant. Now whatever type of seasoning you put in your salmon will determine what your juices taste like. You sprinkle that juice on top of the rice a little bit. Take a knife, a little small knife. You guys see this? Hold on. See what I'm doing? Alright, good. Let me zoom in a little bit. Angle down. Doing this manually so you guys can see exactly what's going on, right? Take a knife, chop into this bag. It got a portion in the corner that you can peel here. Let's say just peel here. You don't even need a knife. Peel right there and take that apart. Now you got your veggies in there. Be careful with the steam because that could burn you too. You can use that same spoon that you used for the rice. Rinse it off real fast. Alright, and grab yourself some veggies and plate that. Put that on a plate right here. You got a nice little meal right there. You don't want a lot of vegetables or a little bit of vegetables. Now look, don't that look good? Put the rest of it in the Tupperwares. Put some in here. Put some in here. And put the rest up in there. I drain the water out of my vegetables and just put the rest in there. Drain the water out and put the rest in there. Alright? Got all the veggies out of there. Boom. Let's get a close up look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That's my honey glazed salmon right there with the honey in it. honey in it. Got food for tomorrow, food for your friends to come over, and food for Shorty if she was here. Salmon's at the bottom. Vegetables covering it up. Tupperware container. And you're good to go. Good to go. Wait till it cool off a little bit. Stick those in the fridge. Next thing you know, anything you gotta do is warm it up. And you got food. And there you go, guys. You can decorate that any way you want. Pair it with some wine. I just use a glass of water. And there you go. So guys, that's how you make something delicious, something quick, something easy. Anybody can do it. I showed you how to do it. If I could do it, you can do it. I taught myself how to cook like this. And if you like that, give it a thumbs up. Share it with all your friends. Women, share it with all your friends. Really easy, really simple, really healthy. And stay tuned, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this, guys. So I'm out of here. It's your boy A-Dubb, King Allan Alexander on all social medias. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?